Life isn't for the weak. There's no point in sitting around waiting for things to happen or hoping that everything will be easy. The world doesn't care about you, and if you don't have the courage to face things head-on, you'll get run over. Either you face your fears, or you'll spend your life running like a coward. I've never feared any man in my life. Have you heard that? That's the spirit. It's not about not feeling fear. It's about not letting fear control you. You know what defines you? What you do when you're afraid. And let me remind you, the greatest succeed because they face what everyone else runs from. Do you know what fear does? It freezes you. It paralyzes you. It whispers in your head saying things like, what if it doesn't work? What if you fail? What if everyone laughs at you? Want to know what to do with that voice? Tell it to shut up. Fear is a trap. It's a story you tell yourself to justify not acting. But do you know what's worse? Every time you let fear win, you're telling it that it's right, and that weakens you. You feel smaller, weaker because you know you ran away. But courage? Courage is telling fear to go to hell and acting anyway. It's looking at the difficulty and saying, this is hard, but I'll do it. I'm scared, but I'll push forward. That's how the strong grow, by facing what scares them. Pay attention. The challenges that come your way aren't there to bring you down. They're there to test if you deserve what you want. And I'll be blunt. If you run away, you're proving you don't deserve it. Every difficulty you face is a chance to prove how much you want something. It's a moment to separate those who talk from those who act. Challenges are steps. Each one you climb brings you closer to the top. Overcoming fear and facing challenges defines a true warrior. And a warrior doesn't back down, doesn't cry, doesn't make excuses. He fights, even when the battle seems lost. And do you know why? Because he knows that those who retreat never win. Courage is starting, but determination is continuing. You know that moment when everything feels heavy, when you want to give up? That's when you need to be the strongest. Determination is what separates the great from those who fall by the wayside. Do you know why so many people don't go anywhere? Because they give up before the finish line. They might even start strong, but at the first sign of difficulty, bam, they throw in the towel. And then they complain that life isn't fair. Want the truth? Life is fair, it just doesn't have patience for quitters. No one will fight for you. No one will carry you to success. If you want something, you have to go get it. And yes, it will be hard, it will hurt, it will scare you. But who cares? You were born for this. So tell me, what's it going to be? Will you keep running, making excuses, waiting for the perfect moment? Or will you get up now, look your fears in the eye, and say, I'm ready, even though I'm scared. Let's go to war. The choice is yours. But let me warn you, those who run from fear run from victory. The courage is already inside you. The determination is there, waiting to be used. It's up to you to start. And when you start, don't stop. Never. Because in the end, what separates those who win from those who fall behind is simple. Who had the courage to start and the determination to finish. Be that person. Be the warrior. Show the world that nothing can stop you. Here's the truth. If you don't have a purpose, you're just existing, not living. And do you know what's worse? Most people spend their whole lives like that, wandering, surviving, without ever discovering why they're here. But let me tell you, when you find your purpose, everything changes. What I am when I step on that court is you. I become that killer snake. This phrase isn't just about a game. It's about the mindset of someone who understands why they're here. When you know what you want, when you understand your why, you transform. You become a force of nature. An unstoppable machine. A predator that doesn't stop until it conquers. Do you know the biggest problem with people who don't have a purpose? They're easily distracted. Anything will do. Any obstacle becomes an excuse. They live aimlessly because they have nothing big enough to fight for. And let me remind you, those who don't know what they want accept anything. But when you choose a purpose, the story changes. Everything that doesn't bring you closer to it loses importance. Fear disappears. Excuses end. You become focused, like a guided missile heading straight for the target. Because that's what purpose gives you. Clarity. When you find your life's purpose, there's no turning back. You can't live on autopilot anymore. You can't settle for good enough. You understand that everything now is all or nothing. There's no middle ground. You live, breathe, and work for it. When you have purpose, failure is not an option. It doesn't matter how many times you fall, how many doors close, you keep going. Because you know that every step, every effort, every drop of sweat is bringing you closer to what you were born to do. And do you know what's most powerful? Purpose gives you courage. It makes you face what seemed impossible. It makes you say, I'm gonna do this, no matter the cost. You know that phrase, I become that killer snake. That's exactly it. Purpose transforms you. It takes you out of the ordinary and puts you in the extraordinary. When you choose purpose, you stop being just another person and become someone the world cannot ignore. Because purpose gives you something no one can take away, a reason. And when you have a reason, nothing can stop you. Purpose is what gets you up early, makes you work harder, fight longer, and endure more. It's what separates those who truly live from those who just pass through life. When you have purpose, everything that doesn't matter fades into the past. You stop getting distracted by useless things, irrelevant opinions, and silly fears. Because now, you have focus. And focus is power. Purpose gives you direction. It makes you say no to everything that doesn't move you forward. It makes you prioritize what truly matters. Because you understand there's no time to waste. And let me tell you, those with purpose are a threat. They don't stop, they don't retreat, they don't get distracted, they just push forward. So what's it going to be? Will you keep living like everyone else, aimless, unfocused, without a real reason? Or will you decide that it's time to find your purpose and make it the reason for your life? Because here's the truth, without purpose, you're not going anywhere. When you choose purpose, you choose greatness. You choose to live for something that's worth it, something that makes every effort, every pain, every sacrifice worthwhile. You choose to be someone the world cannot ignore. What I am when I step on that court is you. I become that killer snake. That's the mindset. It's all or nothing. There's no middle ground. Either you live for your purpose or you live wasting your potential. Choose now. Find what moves you, commit 100%, and don't stop until you achieve it. Purpose is calling. Answer it. For me, it was do or die. The only way out was death. This phrase isn't an exaggeration. It's the mindset of someone who understands that success isn't optional. Those who live with this vision have no plan B. They burn bridges, eliminate excuses, and throw out easy alternatives. Because for them, the only way out is victory. Or nothing. Do you know the biggest problem with most people? They always leave a door open to give up. They think if it doesn't work out, I'll try something else. That's weakness. That's the recipe for failure. Because if you start with the idea that you can quit, you've already lost before you began. The do or die mindset doesn't allow for that. You commit as if your life depends on it, because it does. There's no I'll try, only I'll do. There's no what if it doesn't work, only I'll make it work. When you adopt the do or die mindset, something changes within you. You stop making excuses, stop procrastinating, and stop sabotaging yourself. Because now you're playing to win. And when you're committed at this level, nothing, absolutely nothing can stop you. Do you know why this mindset works? Because it eliminates fear. There's no more room for hesitation, doubt, or what if. All that matters is the next step, the next effort, the next move. You keep going to the end, no matter what happens. Do you know what do or die means? It means your goal isn't just a desire. It's the air you breathe. It's the reason you get out of bed every day. When you approach your goals this way, they become non-negotiable. There's no putting them off, no avoiding them, no stopping. You do what needs to be done, no matter the cost. This mindset changes everything. While others rest, you work. While others give up, you keep going. Because for you, it's not just an option, it's the only option. When you're in do or die mode, challenges stop being problems and become fuel. You understand that every obstacle is a chance to prove how much you want it. And you know what else? You stop caring about what others think. Those with this mindset aren't here to please, they're here to win. And anyone who stands in their way learns quickly. Either step aside or get run over. Here's the most brutal part. There's no turning back. When you decide to do something with the do or die mindset, you burn bridges. You eliminate any excuse, any easy way out, any distraction. It's victory or nothing. Does that sound intense? That's because it is. But it's precisely this intensity that separates those who achieve greatness from those who spend their lives wishing for it. So, tell me, will you keep putting in half the effort, hiding behind excuses, accepting less than you deserve? Or will you decide, right now, to live as if what you want is the only thing that matters? The decision is yours. But here's the plain truth. No one will fight for you. So, either you get up now and face your goals as if your life depends on it, or you'll spend the rest of your life watching others live the dreams you abandoned. Don't let yourself be defeated. Go to the end. It's all or nothing. Today is the day. The beginning of the rest of your life. This isn't just a pretty phrase, it's a call to act now. Do you know the biggest mistake people make? Waiting for the perfect moment. They think, I'll start when I'm ready. I'll wait for the conditions to improve. I'll plan a little more. And then life passes them by, and they never move forward. Want to know what the perfect moment is? Now. Stop waiting. Stop stalling. There's no ideal scenario. There's no tomorrow. The only time you have is this moment, and it's all you need to start. Do you know why today is so important? Because today is a blank page. It's a chance to rewrite your story, to change the course of your life, to take a step toward what you've always wanted. Every day is an opportunity, but only if you act. If you keep doing the same things, you'll get the same results. If you keep putting it off, you'll end up looking back with regret. And let me remind you, regret is the heaviest burden you can carry. Today is the day, the beginning of the rest of your life. Use this as your mantra. Each day is a beginning, a chance to be better than yesterday. But this only happens if you do something about it. Action is the key. It's no use acting once and stopping. It's no use starting strong and quitting halfway. Success doesn't come from big bursts of effort, but from small, consistent, daily actions. The secret is simple. Never stop. Are you tired? Keep going. Are you unmotivated? Keep going. Is it hard? Keep going. Because every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to what you want. Do you know why so many people fail? Because they stop. They lose momentum, get distracted, and let time slip through their fingers. But those who act consistently, who do something every day, relentlessly, inevitably reach their goal. Do you want a better future? Do you want to achieve something great? Then start now. Do something, anything. But don't stand still. Because every moment you waste is a moment that will never come back. Now tell me, what's it going to be? Will you keep letting time pass, hiding behind excuses, waiting for things to happen by magic? Or will you decide that from now on, you'll act with everything you've got? Dreaming is important, but acting is indispensable. Don't waste any more time. Get up. Do something today that your future self will thank you for, because success waits for no one. It rewards those who have the courage to act. Now.